Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Guys, this is Liaquat Zaman and we are going through Mukhtasar al-Qudoori. Right, so hopefully we are almost at the end of the chapter of Tahara. Hope you guys have been following from the beginning. Let me know what you guys think of this series. If you guys think maybe I should make some adjustments or changes in how I deliver the lessons. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you guys. Right, so let's start. So tathir is from tahara yutahhiru tathir. It means to purify, to clean. Right, from the word tuhur, tahir, clean. Tahara means to purify, to make something clean. And najasa, you guys should know that. Yajibu, wajaba, yajibu, to become necessary or compulsory. Right, ghasal, you guys know that. Ala wajhain, wajhain is scenario, so two scenarios. Wajhain, dual. Wajh, from the word face. Ain is actually something that has a body. Something that has a body or something which is specific. It's called ain. Mar'iya is something which is seen. Ra'a, yara. Mar'i, something that's seen, something that's ra'a. Right, visible. Zawal is zala yazulu. Zawal means to become removed, disappear. Alright. Zala yazulu. And then baqiya yabqa. It means to remain. Baqiya yabqa. So that's to remain. Then we have, okay, so you guys remain. Athar is a trace, leftovers. Yashukku, shaqqa, yashukku, mashaqqatan or shaqqan. It means to tear something or to become burdensome, difficult, hard. Izala is from azala yuzilu. Now the word zawal is from zala yazulu. This is from bab if'al. Azala yuzilu, to remove. So zala yazulu means to become removed, to remove. And azala yuzilu means to remove something. And yughsala hatta yaghlib. Ghalaba yaghlibu. It means to become dominant or dominate. And dhan, it means to believe, to assume. Tahura, it means to become clean. Okay, that's the words now. Now, by now, I think you guys should have the idea of how to translate this now. Right, okay, let's have a look at tarkib now. So, tarkib. Tathir is mudaf, and najasa is mudaf ilayhi. And then put that all together, that's going to become mubdal minhu. Allati is mawsool, yajibu is the fi'l plus ghasl is the fa'il. So mudaf ilayhi becomes the fa'il of yajibu. Give a dhamma there. And then all that put together is going to become the sila now. Jumla fi'liya khabariya becomes sila of allati. And then sila plus the mawsool put together. Right, all that move to that. Ala is jar, wajhain is majroor. And then jar majroor, all that becomes the khabar now. Right, that's going to become the khabar. So تطهير النجاسة التي يجب غسلها مبتدا, and then على وجهين is khabar. فما كان له عين, so ما in nafi or موصول rather, موصول. كان is فعل ناقص, له is jar majroor, and منها jar majroor again. عين مرئية, عين is موصوف, مرئية is the sifa, and all that becomes عين مرئية becomes the ism of kana, the ism of kana. So كان له عين مرئية منها. فطهارتها, طهارة is مضاف, مضاف إليه becomes مبتدا. زوال is مضاف, عينها is مضاف, مضاف إليه. And then all that put together is going to become the mudaf ilayhi of zawal. And then that is going to become the khabar. Illa is harf istithna. And then an is nasiba. Yeah, or masdariya, whatever you want to call it. I usually call it nasiba. So nasiba. Yabqa is fi'l plus. Yabqa is fi'l. Min is jar. Atharuha is majroor. مضاف مضاف إليه. ما is موصول, and يشق is the فعل. إزالتها فعل مضاف مضاف إليه becomes the فاعل of يشق. And then all that put together is going to become جملة فعلية خبرية صلة. صلة plus the موصول becomes the فاعل of يبقى. And then وما ليس, and then ما is موصول, ليس is فعل ناقص. And then that requires an ism obviously. So jar majroor. Aynun mar'iyatun is going to be the ism of laysa. Right. So mar'iyatun, by the way, this is ism maf'ul, okay. For those of you guys who are wondering, mar'iyatun, it's an ism maf'ul. Okay, aynun mar'iyatun, give it dhamma because it's the fa'il. Taharatuha mudaf mudaf ilayhi becomes the mubtada. An is harf mushabbah bil nasiba. And yughsal is fi'l majhul plus naib fa'il. Hatta is jar. Remember, every time hatta occurs before a fi'l mudari, it's always jar. Just remember that. Yaghlib is the fi'l, and the an you have hidden here, an, because you can't have a harf jar that comes directly before fi'l without there being an. Ala is jar, dhan is mudaf, ghasil is mudaf ilayhi, mudaf ilayhi become majroor. And then annahu is harf mushabbah fi'l, ism, who. قد تحقيق طهرة is fi'l fa'il, becomes jumla fi'liya khabariya. All that becomes the khabar. Now all of this بتأويل مصدر is going to become the fa'il of يغلب. So أنه, أن converts the rest of it all into بتأويل مصدر. That becomes the fa'il of يغلب. And there you have it. Right, so by now I think you guys have a very good understanding of tarkeeb by now. So let's try to explain the masala then. So what's the masala? So basically the masala is this. Imagine if there is impurities now. You have two scenarios, right? You have two shirts, let's say, that have filth on there. This filth can be divided into two categories. You have filth, which are impurities that can be seen or visible, which we call mar'i, and that which you can't. So blood, for example, like, is something that can be seen. So you got a white shirt and you got blood on there. It's very clear that it's got blood on it, right? So here it's what we call mar'i, ayn mar'iyatun, as a physical sort of like body that you can see. But sometimes you get impurities which are non-visible. Like I'll show you in a bit. Okay, so like over here, for instance, where you can't see it, and that's how I'm going to show you. You can't really see it, but imagine it's there anyway. So this is what we call, like, for example, very, very light, faint urine, right? Very faint urine color. So it's non-visible. You cannot see it, right? It's non-visible. So now, if you have blood on your clothes, what do you do? So it is cleaned. You clean it. How do you clean it? Well, the rule is that you clean it, this kind of impurity, until you can't see it anymore. It disappears. That's how you clean it. But if you have tried your best and it still won't go off, like in this example, it's gone, hasn't it? I've got rid of it. Yeah, okay, put a tick there. But sometimes what can happen is the impurity might not go away. It might, for example, be very difficult to remove. I'll show you in a bit. As for non-visible urine or non-visible impurity, you have to wash it several times until you feel comfortable in your mind, your dhan, that you know what, it is clean now. I think this is clean, right? So it's all goes down to if you assume it's clean. So wash it a few times, preferably 3 times, until you feel it's clean, right? So it's all based upon the assumption of the person. You're happy inside, well, let's say it's clean. Okay. What if the impurity does not come off? So you try to get rid of it, right? But you know, it's one of those stubborn stains. So he says, Tathiru najasati allati, the purification of impurity which yajibu is necessary, ghasluha, to wash it, ala wajhain, is in 2 ways. Fama kana, that which has for it aynun mad'iyatun, a physical body, fataharatuha, then its purification is zawalu ayniha, is the removal of its body. Illa an yabqa min athariha, unless remains of its traces, ma yashukku, that which becomes difficult for its removal. Right, wama. So what does this mean? So like I said to you, I'll show you on the board. So imagine this is a shirt, and this shirt has some like really stubborn blood on there. It's been there for days or weeks or whatever. Now you decide to wash it. Now you try to wash it, but there's still a faint, like kind of orangey, yellowy kind of color on there. This is the traces which is difficult. So Allah is not going to burden someone. Allah does not burden anyone more than they can bear. So you try to wash it, you've done your best, that's it. Khalas, wear it and just carry on your life. Right? So this is where the Hanafi say that, look, Allah does not burden a person more than they can bear. This would go beyond a person's capability of cleaning it, because some stains are just stubborn. That's why they're called stubborn. Anyway, وَمَا لَيْسَ لَهُ عَيْنٌ مَرْئِيَةٌ, and that which does not have a physical body for it, فَطَهَارَتُهَا, its tahara is أَنْ يُغْسَلْ حَتَّى يَغْلِبْ عَلَى ظَنِّ الْغَاسِلِ, until it becomes predominant over your assumption of the cleaner, أَنَّهُ قَدْ طَهُرَ, that it's become cleaner. right? So you leave it up to the assumption of the one washing it. Put it under the tap for a while, squeeze the water out a while. If you think, you know what, I think it's clean now, then carry on. And if you got shak and you got doubt, just wash it 3 times and leave it. Yeah, each time, you know, wringing out the water. Anyway, that's basically the masala today. Let's have a look at questions now. How many types of impurities are there? How is each type cleaned? What if the impurity doesn't come off? Give an example of impurity that might be invisible to the naked eye besides urine. Okay, Jazakumullah khair guys. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know what you guys think of this series and maybe what other videos I can make. And if you haven't subscribed, then I suggest you subscribe. Hit the bell button and also share it with your friends on social media platforms so that everyone can benefit, inshallah ta'ala. Jazakumullah khair. I will see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much to all my patrons. Jazakumullah khair. Alhamdulillah. You know, with all of your support, with all of your efforts and your encouragement and motivation, alhamdulillah, this channel has reached where it has today. And there's so much left that I want to do, and there's editing, and there's, you know, trying to start new projects as well and get other people involved so that I can focus on producing content. So, you know, if you guys want to become patrons and you want to support this channel, then check out the link in the description. Inshallah, there's also videos available for those who are patrons in the Patreon itself that I don't put on my normal YouTube channel. So if you guys want to check that out, inshallah, links in the description, like I said. And Jazakumullah khair, share it with other people. Let me know what you guys think as well. And Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.